Previously on Safari Fashion.
Today's challenge is to design something that identify Kenyan.
Is in your envelope?
I've got very nice prints, but I need a lot of fabric at the moment, so I can't spend 800 on a print per meter.
Welcome to the search of Kenya's best fashion designer. With 10 challenging tasks, their skills will be tested to the absolute limit. There will be drama, there will be tears, some ripped seams, but in the end, only the best designer will survive. The final 3 designers will then get to showcase their collections at the Safari Fashion Gala Night, but only one will win. After each task, one designer will be eliminated until only 3 are left. Only one will win. Get ready, because this is the Safari Fashion Runway. Hello designers! It's a new day, therefore new challenge. Now, last time you had your elimination and 6 of you are left. Of course, you're getting closer to the finish line, so the challenges are going to get tougher. Diana is here with us today and she's going to be giving you the details of your challenge.
Hello designers. Today you are at a very iconic studio where award-winning collections have been made. Designers, you will be required to work in 2 groups where you'll be expected to make a cohesive collection. And while you work in a group, we'll expect that your signature look comes out, but maintain the cohesiveness of the collection. Stephen, you won the last challenge. This means that you're allowed to pick your team member. However, it cannot be someone you've worked with before. The other designers will pick from this hat and discover your groups. Alan?
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2. You can split into your group. Today's task means that you will create a cohesive collection based on a theme of your choice as a group. Select a theme of your choice within your group members and make 3 unique pieces that combine together to make a cohesive collection. Now you will head back to the studios where Peggy will give you further instructions. And all the best.
Morning designers. Morning. This challenge again, we are going to use 1,500 for each one of us. And just remember that in our groups, it is a collection, remember, and it has to be cohesive. Let's not see you and you and you. No, we want to see the three of you as one. Brainstorming session has to really, really work. Yeah.
And how much? Unatukatia kila kitu na mbao mbao. Interesting. The moment I knew it's a teamwork, definitely I didn't want to be in Steven's group whatsoever. You know, Steve has an immunity, so the moment you're in Steven's group and accidentally you are at the bottom, the chances of going home increase, since it's just two of you.
How much of this will you need?
This one, I even a quarter for me. That
quarter will work.
Yeah.
I'll cut 5 of this. This 1.5.
Like it tutakatua so.
Today's challenge, we were told to work as a team and make a collection. And I got to work with Shikuku and Ian. I think those are the best guys I've had to work with so far.
We go for that orange. I'm seeing a very screaming orange.
And ile pale at the end.
The team challenge is interesting. I didn't think we'd have another team challenge, but now that we are here, I'm a bit apprehensive about the teams we are in. I'm with Elsie and Steve. I know Elsie, I trust her, but Steve, I'm not so sure. So I'm scared where his loyalty lies.
Unataka blue? Unataka blue? Purple, but you see I'm not sure either. Purple, no, unataka oranges.
At this point of the competition, it's hard to trust anyone, especially with your designs. Now that we've shown everyone our design, I'm not sure whether I can be discreet with them or I can share it with everyone.
Working as a team to do a collection, actually it's a bit tricky, because what I would wish to do as a person to bring out that collection, they have their own understanding, their own personality, the way they like the thing. But okay, I think they are so good designers because they can listen. As I said, had major to do with the colors, because actually colors are the main thing for the show. For any outfit, I believe in colors. So I like advice on the colors.
Unafanya cocktail? Lakini tunaanza kuonekana za change too. I don't know. I don't have a solid idea. I'm even looking at my old designs to see if they are doable.
The winner of the Safari Fashion Runway will receive a cash prize of 1 million Kenya shillings, a fashion spread of their winning collection at the Couture Africa magazine, retail space for 6 months at the SK Collection, plus retail space for 1 whole year at the Duka Langu online shop, 1-year membership at the Association of Fashion Designers of Kenya, a 1-year scholarship at the Mackenzie School of Fashion Design, a professional portfolio photo shoot done by Focus Photography, a customized fashion website by Wageni Technologies, a beauty hamper by Oriflame worth 50,000 Kenya shillings.
You do your thing, because that is pure you.
Yeah.
Then
Mimi nikifanya hizi mavitu zangu watajua this is MC.
I can do a collection with colors only, without any other mention. Hizi vitu nafaa
Guy, speak to me mannequin. Nataka kuvaa.
Me, my design is saying I'm rich, I'm confident.
So guys, we have agreed on the theme.
So you have a team,
So just work it out.
Yeah, perfect.
Ding.
Team winning.
Ding.
So far, everyone's garment is looking like it's about to be finished, but there's a bit of a struggle, especially for me, because I don't like orange at all, and that's the problem of group work. Your group mate wants orange, you go for orange. So I'm struggling with it. Looking at it is just giving me a headache. I'm trying to figure out how I'll make it work. I think we're doing fine now. Cohesiveness, I don't know.
Our collection, I believe it's the best. You see, you can't right now, no one has finished their product or their outfits or their collection, so you can't really judge. But I believe I always go for a win, and I believe the two ladies I'm working with, they are best, and we're gonna make it to the top.
So far so good. As a group, we've met our targets, and we are really cohesive. We know where we are headed, and with our theme, I think our theme will be unexpected.
So far, our collection is going on well. Everyone is doing their own part, and so far we are impressed by Ian's work. It is not his comfort zone, but he is going to pull it off, and we love it.
Hello designers. Hi, it's great seeing you again. I hope you're well. So for the past couple of days, you've been working on your new challenge. And today we have our 8th elimination catwalk. I hope you all are ready. For your task, you were divided into 2 groups of 3 designers each to create a mini collection. Now, with your agreed theme and inspiration, your collection had to be cohesive while still maintaining each designer's signature style. So to judge you today, next to me is Diana Opoti, Africa Fashion PR Consultant.
Hello designers.
Kathy Obam, a well-known Kenyan fashion designer.
Hello designers.
And myself. So I'll also be judging your looks today. Designers, judges, let the show begin.
When I saw my garment, I was happy about it. It represents me as a designer. I like to design things that are sexy and chic at the same time and edgy. So it was everything about me. The whole challenge was a headache because of that screaming orange color that I would never use in my life.
When I saw my garment on the runway, I felt, wow, the wedding piece has come. But anyway, I still love my outfit, and as a judge of my own, it was the best on stage. I was grilled down there, and you saw it. One judge asked me whether I would do the same thing.
When my garment was going down the runway, I was very proud. I thought it was very, very good. I think it's one of the best pieces I've made. I think my team did really well, better than the other team. Pieces were very good, well put together. I thought they were very cohesive.
Collections was so original from the inception to the execution. I loved everything about it. It was so original. We had to take it. And my garment, as I've said since the beginning of the show, every piece I create is a winning garment.
As a collection, when our models walked in the runway, we felt great. The jackets were nicely fitted. I love the styling and the overall look. I believe we pulled it off. Because everybody loved my piece, they loved it, so.
Seeing my model on the catwalk, I was really very excited. You know, the feeling, seeing a jacket, something I never knew how to do before, so I was excited, very proud of my design. And yeah, I'm going for the win. As far as I'm concerned, having done that collection, a masculine collection, I did the best. You know, if we were to do individual pieces like your signature look, I would have done something better. We had to stick as a collection. There's a lot of surprises we need to expect. I want to become more serious in fashion designing, and my blog, I want to open a fashion website.
Designers, we've had a chance to look at your collections. Please step forward. Designers, for this challenge, you were split into 2 groups where you had to create one cohesive collection each while maintaining your individual signatures. Before we judge your collections, we'd like to listen to what inspired the different collections. Can the models please come in? Stephen, you were the group leader for Group 1. Kindly step forward with the team members and explain to us what inspired your collection.
Okay, now Elsie, I had given her the responsibility to talk to judges. Yeah.
So we were inspired by the confident, outgoing Kenyan lady. So we wanted to design for her every occasion. So we started with the day look done by Steve. And then we progressed to her cocktail look. And then Wendy made the evening look. And we made use of asymmetrical lines, and we wanted to use high contrasting colors just to make it more bold and statemental. Thank you.
When I thought to design a collection, we looked into today's generation whereby women, they're becoming more powerful. So we saw that lady and wanted to give her a masculine look. The thing that defines man's masculinity in the wardrobe is the jacket. So we wanted to play around with the jacket. And we designed clothes that could be used in different events. It can be formal. Then we made pieces in that you could play around with the pieces, and we realized our pieces, they have a lot of color, because at the end of the day, she's very powerful, but she has that heart of a woman. So Alan designed the first outfit, the skirt and the blazer with the pink blouse inside. So it can be worn in a formal. You're going to office. Later you can go to church with it. You can mix and match with different things and go to other occasions with. Because with this economy, we want clothes that can be done in different occasions and still wear them. Then I did that trench jacket, like a tuxedo that comes into a dress. It can be worn to a red carpet, could wear it with a trouser, go to it in the office. You could remove it, go to a picnic with it with the shorts and the blouse. And then Shikuku did the trouser and the jacket and the green blouse. It's something you could also mix and match and do it in a different occasion. And each of us, they do menswear, so it's a signature thing. And I do red carpet, so I wanted to bring in my signature stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Group 2. You may now step back. Judges, do you feel the designers met the challenge? Christine.
I think they did, and I liked how their collections, you could tell they were all from the same, each piece was from the same collection, you could see the cohesiveness, and you could see that they were trying to work together.
Which were the most interesting looks for you?
My favorite was in Group 2, Alan.
Alan's.
I loved Alan's suit, the details, the way he just, every little detail on that jacket, the openings, everything, I loved it.
I really like Wendy's. Wendy's was great, the fitting, it really it was like a second glove. I also really liked Ian's. I don't know what you guys thought about that, but I thought she was nice, and I don't know, I felt like he played around with it a bit, He tried making it sexy and making it like a full piece. I liked it on as one piece. When he removed it, I didn't like inside too much, but I liked it on,
Alan definitely scored highly for me. I love what he did. I'm calling it origami.
Group 1 also, I like the way they progressed from day into cocktail into evening, but I felt Steven's daywear,
it did not impress me at all. I really did not like it.
It was my least favorite in the group.
Yeah, it seemed like an air hostess for a cheap airline or something, like a hostess uniform for a really cheap airline.
It wasn't. It didn't stand.
Diana looks like she likes it. Did you like it?
It's the only fashion-forward piece in the entire collection. It's the only modern piece.
For Stevens?
Of everyone who showed, Stevens' look is the only modern look.
Wow.
What makes you say that?
Look at the blouse. It's very fresh. The things happening with the blouse. I would not, as a power woman, wear any of the Group 2's blouses, for instance. I think they're very flimsy, very cheap looking, right? I think Steven put in a lot of creativity into his shirt. I do not like the choice of fabric for his garment. I think, and as much as the colors were interesting, I think he could have gone for something that looked a little bit more luxurious.
And I noticed we haven't talked about Elsie, and she's generally one of the strongest designers. How did you guys feel about her garment today?
The fit was good. The creativity was there, but I don't know, there's something I didn't like about, I don't know whether it's the
too much
netting
thigh
on the side or there was something, but the fit was good.
I had a problem with the netting on the thigh. I felt it was a bit too much. Maybe if it was smaller, I don't know. I don't mind legs at all, showing legs, but I felt for this one, it had like a very sort of trashy connotation to it. I didn't like it at all.
So judges, do we have a winner?
I think we do.
Yeah?
Yes, we do.
And unfortunately, we also have a loser.
Sadly.
Yes. Can we have the designers back, please? Designers, for this challenge you were split into 2 groups and asked to create a cohesive collection while still maintaining a signature style to your individual looks. The winning group for this challenge was Group 2. From now on, there will be no immunity. If I call your name, kindly step forward. Elsie, Wendy, you're safe. Your scores have seen you to the next round. Kindly leave the runway. The remaining contestants represent the best looks and the worst looks. Alan, you had a very good outfit. We thought it was fresh, and you have done very well in this challenge. And Rizan, you are the winner of this challenge. You may leave the runway. Before we tell you who's the lowest, kindly explain your garments. We'd like the models to come back in. Kindly defend your garments. Stephen?
Now, after being given a challenge as a group to do a collection, we agreed on each piece which a person had to make, and was given I do a casual look, a smart casual look, that is, of which we were to use symmetrical lines or looks like shapes. This is supposed to open. It's just like a blouse, and it had waterfall at the back, and I choose the bottom. The green tax fabric is linen. It is comfortable for casual, and also I thought of casual, of which in the present world, depending on our directors in companies and such, it still can go to office depending on the understanding. So I went it easy, targeting a whole range of anybody. It's wearable. It doesn't limit the age. That was the responsibility which I was given, so I came up with this.
The creativity on the blouse is okay, but I found, in terms of the fitting of the blouse, the fit is okay, but it gives it a uniform look. I don't know, the cut is more uniform-like. I wish it had been fancier, although you are explaining that you are targeting different age groups, and when you talk about that, I can see that it can pass. The only thing I don't know is whether the below 30s will want it.
Christine, what part did you have in the decision-making process? Because you was to work as a group, but you keep mentioning that, it's like it was put upon you.
Not really. As a group leader, I didn't want to impose on them.
Okay, and if you were given a choice, would you have made the same garment? Would you have done something differently? Maybe different colors, different style?
I think I like my look. I did it. Okay, for real, I would tell you, I have never done a trouser. This is the first time since, I think I would say, I was born not since I became a designer. When I was looking at her, when she was fitting, I was feeling this is a winning piece. I don't know how I felt.
I think of all the contestants, you are the only designer who showed me a fashion forward piece. I like it. I know that it might have a bit of a nurse's garment style, but hospital looks are also in globally. I think your garment is fashion forward. I don't agree with the 2 judges, and I didn't before, but because they outnumbered me, you're in the bottom. Stephen has immunity, so you may leave the runway.
As a group, when we talked about our collection, we had to do jackets, masculinity. So at the end of the day I wanted to do my signature kind of a look. So I opted to this look, and the shorts and the blouse, I decided on that. And it's my first time to do a jacket, and I've really improved since at least my jacket could stand. Jackets are the hardest thing a designer can pull, and with all hands, even people never believed it. People thought that like the group is sabotaging me, but I stick to it and I deliver this.
Model, please open the jacket.
When you were on the runway, I wished that you had never told her to open the jacket, because when she opened that jacket, it exposed all the unfinished elements. The tackings were showing. There was difficulty in removing, which means there is difficulty in wearing it.
If I gave my 2 cents worth, I would never see a pinstripe jacket on a red carpet.
This has been one of your saddest looks, Ian, to be honest.
I had to stick with the color palette of the group, because at the end of the day it was a group challenge, and I did a red carpet out of that group challenge, and I think that is something.
Thank you, Ian. Did anyone have anything to add? Shikuku?
For my look, because we are going for masculinity, and I wanted to celebrate a middle-aged woman who has struggled to reach at the top. That's why I went for the layering and the pleats for the shirts, just to show that you have to make more steps to reach up there.
I liked the detailings on the legs, which you can easily miss unless you're keen. The jacket is good, but there's something on the shoulders and on the sleeve. I don't know whether it because one side is sitting, there's the gathering or the pleating, but when you look at this side and the other side, one side is sitting higher than the other.
Shikuku, I think the group's decision to choose grey and black for a power dressing woman was perhaps your biggest fault for the collection. I would advise designers not to use that chiffon fabric because it just looks cheap. Again, you're talking about power dressing women, but the amount of work or what you've done to the blouse for me is interesting. Because you've chosen such a dark color for the trousers, that detail is very difficult to see. But then again, that could go into the power dressing woman, so you want elements that are not in your face. I like that. I like that your jacket is asymmetrical. That's really interesting. But I just really hate the overall color of the collection. The choice of green is outdated, but what you've done with it, model, kindly turn around. That's interesting at best. Kindly step back. Thank you, model. Models, kindly leave the runway. Ian and Shikuku, you're in the bottom two today. You're both very highly creative designers and you always bring something fresh to the runway. But sometimes, Ian, the execution is not so great. Shikuku, your ideas are great, but once again, your scores have seen you come to the bottom two. This is a difficult decision for us. The contestant to leave the house this week is Ian.
Ian, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. You'll be fine. This is for you. So judges, sitting in with you today, I realized your job is not as easy as it looks. I mean, that was really difficult. I felt he was very hurt as a designer. I felt he really wanted it. But you know, you win some, you lose some. Hopefully he'll go out there and learn from his mistakes. All right. Only 2 eliminations left until the grand finale. 5 designers remain. Join us next time to see who remains in the competition. I'm Christine Jockey, and this is the Safari Fashion Runway.
I really don't agree with the judges because the theme was about doing a collection. As far as I'm concerned, having done that collection, a masculine collection, I did the best. You know, if we were to do individual pieces like your signature look, I would have done something better. But we had to stick as a collection. So I thought the judging would have been based on the task, that is a collection, which it wasn't. So it wasn't fair, but I suck it up and I move on.
Next week on Safari Fashion.
For today's challenge, you will be expected to create a casual menswear look.
Last time I did menswear, it became someone's pajamas.
Fabric choice is what I had an issue with for some of the outfits that I saw today, and of course that again affected the execution.